Morning, everybody. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, more or less, the time of recording. If you're working the graveyard shift, like this video. Let me know that you are awake. Maybe make a comment or something, just so that I know that you're alive and paying attention to your surroundings and you're being safe. Today's video, I'm actually going to extend the topic from the last video. In the last video, I talked about what to do if a bounty hunter enters your property when you are a private security professional. So, this is the thing. You might be assigned to executive protection on maybe an estate or some type of maybe gated area, and you have the ability to grant access or deny access to people. Bounty hunters show up, law enforcement shows up, they have an arrest warrant, maybe a search warrant. Bounty hunters have probable cause to believe that a particular person is going to be at a particular location, a residence, at a particular time. In both circumstances, you can't refuse them entry. If you decide to refuse them entry, number one, with the bounty hunters, okay, if the fugitive is in fact at that place and you're preventing access, well, they could push the harboring fugitive issue. Now, rarely do they push that issue with law enforcement, but it can definitely happen, especially if the private security professional has knowledge that this person who they are seeking is at this place where they think he is, and this person knowingly prevents entry. Okay? For law enforcement who are trying to gain access, you're going to get arrested for obstructing justice. I don't care if this is an employer, an apartment complex, factory. You're obstructing justice if you're not allowing them to execute the warrant. Okay? Keep in mind that a warrant is based off of probable cause. The judge closely inspects the facts, the articulable facts of the warrant, and decides that evidence or person is most likely going to be at the said place on the probable cause declaration. If the judge believes so, then the judge is going to issue an arrest warrant or a search warrant, whatever type of warrant it is. You cannot deny entry. Now, let me ask you this. If you're thinking about denying entry, you're probably doing so because maybe it's against company policy and you're scared you're going to get fired. I see that. I wouldn't say this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and come onto the property. No, you know what? What I would do if my job was at risk, I think I would maybe just open up the gate or just stand to the side and not say nothing. Okay? And then let them come in. But if you engage in a longer conversation and then you tell them specifically where they're at, or you're helping them, if to others it looks like you're really going out of your way to help them out, I could see your employer not wanting to keep you on the post. But hey, just move to the side, and let them do what they got to do. But just don't provide help, is what I'm trying to say. You start providing help, your client may not have much empathy for you. Now, if somebody has an arrest warrant against them or even search warrant, my question to you is, why are you even protecting this person? Okay? Is it the money? Maybe the loyalty? What is it? Like, why would you want to risk your livelihood for this person? And I hope it's a very good reason. And I'll tell you this. If somebody is willing to put maybe an armed guard or you on a post to prevent law enforcement from coming in, what kind of person is it? Like, who puts their people in harm's way? Only a selfish person. Because I tell you this, that if it's the other way around, that person would give way to law enforcement or anybody else that wants to connect with you. And that's the way it usually works. Okay, they're not going to do the same thing for you, so why should you do the same thing for them? Okay, those of you who protect, usually it's rappers, hip-hop artists. They have, and again, some people are going to be offended because I'm talking about rappers and hip-hop artists. You know, hey, Sean, you're racist because you're picking on a hip-hop artist. Come on, dude. No, I'm not picking on hip-hop artists, but this is the fact that some of them, I mean, maybe 1% or a very small fraction of them are ex-gang members. Let's face it. Some are current gang members, and then you have the rival gang members that want to do harm to them. You're going to put yourself in between, you know, between a conflict. I mean, that's just crazy. But as a result of being a gang member, maybe an ex-gang member, you end up hanging out with maybe the wrong crowd sometimes, making bad decisions. You end up gaining the attention of law enforcement. This person ends up getting an arrest warrant, or maybe law enforcement wants to investigate further and get a search warrant signed, or maybe they skip bail. You know, that's sometimes that happens, and then, you know, this bail, this bail agent company wants to, wants the person to appear in court because the bail's being revoked. Okay, I'm not sure that's the right word, by the way. Anyhow, this is not legal advice. Like I say this in all videos, not professional advice. Something else that you might want to consider is, if they're forcing their way onto the property, I suggest you do this. You say this: look, the only reason why, just say this: look, I am gonna refuse you entry, but I'm not gonna stand in your way. And the only reason why I am getting out of the way, moving out of the way so that you can execute this warrant or do your job, is because I am under the fear of coercion. I feel that if I prevent you access, that I'm going to be physically harmed, and I don't want to put myself in that predicament. And I want this to end peacefully. Even if you're armed, just say, hey, I don't want to have an armed conflict, an armed encounter. I want this to end peacefully. So again, I'm denying you access, but I'm going to move out of the way so that there's no violent confrontation. Okay, this is something to consider. Obviously, I'm not giving you legal advice. I'm just saying what I would do. Okay. Hope this video helps. You guys, if you're working the graveyard shift, give me the like. Let me know that you're awake, even if you're not. If you have any comments, concerns, suggestions, if you want me to do a video on something differently, let me know. Okay. You guys take care and be safe.